Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are building an arsenal. Seriously, we're going to explore how some everyday foods can become incredibly powerful weapons in the fight for your health, all based on the fascinating insights from our source material. So how can your plate, literally your dinner plate, become your best line of defense? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into. We'll see how specific foods can work on a cellular level to protect and even help heal your body.
Okay, but before we start assembling our defenses, we first have to understand the battlefield itself, right? We're talking about the trillions of cells that make up our bodies and what exactly puts them at risk.
So what exactly is the enemy here? At its very core, cancer kicks off when our DNA gets damaged. This damage starts a dangerous chain reaction where cells just go rogue. They mutate, they grow out of control, and they refuse to die, eventually spreading all over the body. So you're probably asking, what's causing all this damage in the first place? Well, our source points a finger at some pretty common culprits in our modern world. Things you see every day, like refined sugars, processed oils, and even chemical residues. These are the attackers that can cause that first dangerous break in our DNA. All right, enough of the bad news. Let's get to the good stuff. It's time to meet the heroes of our story. These are the foods that, according to our source, make up your own personal anti-cancer arsenal.
First up in our arsenal is something you probably have in your kitchen right now: raw garlic. But here's the thing, its real power isn't just in eating it, it's all about how you prep it.
Yeah, it's all about activation. See, when you crush raw garlic, you release its superpower, a compound called allicin. Our source material highlights studies that show allicin can trigger something called apoptosis. It basically sends a self-destruct signal to existing cancer cells. But here's the key, the big takeaway. Heat destroys this compound. So to get this benefit, you gotta go raw. Our second hero is tiny but absolutely mighty. The 2 to 3 day old broccoli sprout. Seriously, don't let the size fool you. This little thing is a nutritional heavyweight.
And this is what makes them so wild. It's the sheer potency. According to our source, these tiny little sprouts pack 100 times more sulforaphane, that's a key cancer-fighting compound, than a full-grown head of broccoli. I mean, let that sink in for a second. 100 times.
And this sulforaphane, it's brilliant. It executes this two-pronged attack. So on one side, it goes right after the cancer cells, telling them to self-destruct, while leaving your healthy cells totally alone. And then on the other side, it's like it supercharges your liver, helping it clear out the very toxins that could cause all this trouble in the first place.
Next up, let's call in the berry brigade. We're talking blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, you get the picture. That deep, rich color they have, that comes from some powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. You can think of them like little bodyguards for your cells, shielding your DNA from damage. Okay, our fourth defender might surprise you a little bit. It's sauerkraut. Yeah, this fermented cabbage is way more than just a tasty topping. It's hiding a pretty incredible secret weapon against inflammation.
And here it is, that secret weapon. Just 1 cup of sauerkraut can pack a whopping 700 milligrams of whole food vitamin C. Now, why does that matter so much? Well, our source points out that cancer is opportunistic. It loves to spread to areas where there's already inflammation. So by bringing in a powerful anti-inflammatory like this, you're basically making those areas way less welcoming.
All right, now let's bring in the real experts in detoxification, the cruciferous family of vegetables. So this slide gets a little technical, but stick with me. It's about a process in your body called phase 1 and 2 detoxification. Think of it like this. Veggies like kale, cabbage, and broccoli are full of nutrients that act like helpers for your liver. They help your liver's enzymes grab onto nasty carcinogens, break them down, and turn them into harmless little particles that your body can just flush right out. And check this out. This is a perfect example of food synergy. Meet the ultimate power couple, turmeric and black pepper. Now, turmeric has this amazing active ingredient, curcumin, which is a beast against inflammation. But here's the magic trick. You have to pair it with black pepper. The piperine in the pepper boosts your body's ability to absorb that curcumin by, get this, 2,000%. So why is that 2,000% absorption so important? Well, it's because of what curcumin does. As our source highlights here, its main mission is to cut off the enemy's supply lines. It helps stop tumors from growing the new blood vessels they need to survive, which basically starves them out and stops their spread.
Our seventh hero has a really cool history. We're talking mushrooms like turkey tail and reishi. For centuries, they were used in Chinese medicine just to boost the immune system. Then, fast forward to the 1970s, and extracts from them were actually being used in official cancer treatment plans in Japan and China. And today, We know they have dozens of unique anti-cancer phytonutrients.
Okay, next up, matcha green tea. Now the big difference here is that with matcha, you're actually consuming the entire leaf. You're not just steeping it, so you get this super concentrated dose of amazing compounds. And the big hero here is a compound called ECGC. According to the research our source looked at, ECGC can help stop cancer in its tracks by preventing it from spreading to new parts of the body. And finally, we've got two more heavy hitters. First, you have wild fish like salmon, which give you those powerful omega-3s to fight chronic inflammation. And then, a really delicious ally, dark chocolate. We're talking 70% cacao or higher. And what's amazing, our source points out that it actually packs a bigger antioxidant punch than even blueberries or acai.
Okay, so you've got your arsenal, but it's not just about adding these foods to your shopping list. It's about building a whole battle plan, Creating an environment inside your body where it can really, truly thrive.
So our source lays out 4 key strategies to make your body's internal terrain totally inhospitable to cancer. First, things like periodic fasting can help lower the growth signals that cancer cells feed on. Second, upping your soluble fiber helps calm down system-wide inflammation. Third, and this is a big one, you actively get rid of those damaging foods we talked about earlier, cutting off the fuel supply. And finally, getting some exercise a couple times a week floods your body with oxygen, creating an environment where cancer just struggles to survive.
And your mission doesn't stop here. The learning never really does, right? Our source also points to a whole new lineup of reinforcements you can look into, from the compounds in black seed oil to the benefits of ginger and walnuts. It just goes to show how deep this connection between food and health really is, and it gives you a whole lot more to explore.
So this explainer was all about arming you with knowledge. Knowledge from our source about the incredible power that's already sitting in your kitchen, on your plate. But knowledge is just the first step. Building your defense starts with a choice. So looking back at this entire arsenal, what's the one hero you're going to add to your plate today?